Hey guys, what's up? And do I have a video to end all videos for you today? Cause shit's about to get real. I'm about to call some shit and it's just gonna be real. Today, my friends, we are gonna be talking about myths. Things that you think do that don't really do. Things about that aren't actually true. We're just gonna be going over all the things that have a reputation for and that they do not deserve. I mean, first of all, there's the obvious. If there weren't none of you motherfuckers would be getting laid. Let's just be real. So a lot of you are gonna say, oh, well, she's an ex-porn star and she's obviously in the category of what I would call a slut, and she's only making this video because she's a slut and she needs to defend or justify herself or whatever, and fuck this dizzy hoe. But no, I actually think you should be as selective as possible because most dudes suck in bed, come too quick, and don't text you back anyways and really didn't deserve your time and effort in the first place. Keep your legs closed, bitches. Just keep them closed until the opportunity is just so magnificent that you gotta open that shit. But otherwise, keep them closed, man. Just, that's it. However, I no longer accept the double standard. I no longer accept that, you know, we're if we fuck, and I'm not, hey, I still love you guys, I do. I'm just feeling the energy, so just go with my vibe, okay? Don't take it personally. Because of this double standard, that's why there's all these negative connotations and myths about girls who like to have with more than just one guy in their lifetime and like to have different experiences and don't feel like they're less of a person as a result of it, and never should feel like less of a person as a result of it, though you should still be selective and keep your legs closed most of the time. But that's just for your own emotional health, not for society purposes, okay? So anyway, because of this, I thought we would do a little motherfucking science and math today, my friends, and examine a lot of stuff you guys think about and talk about why you're wrong. First, I'm going to address the biggest argument a lot of you will say against why men should get to have lots of sex, put their dick wherever they want, but it's bad if women do it. Which, by the way, those two things do not go hand in hand. You can't be a guy putting your dick in everything if all the bitches are trying to keep their legs closed. Can we just address that for a second? So, a lot of you guys like to cite evolutionary bullshit. The going evolutionary theory that a bunch of, you know, MGTOW incels like to cite is men are designed to spread their seed far and wide, and women are designed to seek out the best partner possible. So the dudes have the resources, so the bitches are supposed to keep their legs closed and try to find the best mate possible and ensure that he will want to stick around and take care of her offspring. So the guy wants to have as many babies as possible. The woman has all of the, you know, incentives to make sure she keeps providers around because she can only have a handful of babies in her lifetime, whereas dudes can have potentially like infinite babies. So I think a lot of you guys have heard that. I think that's like, yeah, that makes sense. So as a result, then I'm justified that I get to, you know, put my in as many holes that will accept it, and women shouldn't be able to because evolution. But I'm sorry. Do any of you motherfuckers live in a fucking cave anymore? Are you mashing up fucking berries and painting stick figures on walls right now? No. It's a different fucking society. It's a different world. There's different incentive structures. There's different healthcare things. There's different resources. Women can have fucking jobs now and don't need your asses. There's all of that shit. So no, don't get to cite this bullshit outdated evolutionary argument. You know, there's a lot of things that we've evolved that we just don't use anymore. Like anything done in the Stone Age, for example. But I digress. My rant is over, sort of. Now we're going to talk about the actual myths that a lot of guys, and I guess girls and people and whatever, like to promulgate about women who are sexually open-minded. Myth number one, have loose vaginas. If you have a lot of sex, you are therefore loose. Your vagina gets worn out from just all of these super big monster that are just so prevalent in society that, you know, everywhere you look, some dude's just got some big ass as big as a fucking baby. So if he sticks it in you, you just got a gaping hole as a result. Let's just assume though. Let's just assume y'all all rocking around with dinosaur dongs in your pants. Let's just go there, okay? You guys need to understand how vaginas work, because they don't work like that. And I mean, if you need any proof, just look at some of these girls in porn that, like, you know, a week ago had like 3 in them, and then now they're doing some nice new little scene this week and everything's all squished up and tight again. Like, how much more proof do you need that that's just not how it works? I mean, have any of you banged a chick who's had a baby? It probably felt pretty tight. It shrinks. I'm sure a lot of you guys take some pretty big poops, all right? Does your asshole just gape open after you take a huge shit? No, it's just not how human orifices work. They expand to accommodate, and then they squeeze back up and it's tight as fuck again. That's how it works. So I just stop with the loose. I bet your holes are gaping because you sound so stupid. You sound so stupid. Like, stick your back in your blow up doll because that's all you could get. Myth number 2. If you're a it means you're easy and you'll just fuck any guy. This is like a really, I guess I kind of get it. Like, it's like, oh, if she's been with 40 or 50 guys, then she must just be spreading her legs for every guy. But most of you dudes don't even get 50 opportunities to have sex with different girls in like your lifetime. So you assume if a girl has had sex with, you know, a high number of partners, whatever you deem to be high, 20, 30, 40, whatever, if that's high to you, then you guys truly do not understand how many fucking times a day guys are trying to fuck girls. We get so many offers everywhere we go. We could have sex with anybody almost at any time, and pretty indiscriminately. Honestly, you could be a girl who's not even that hot and you can still fuck super hot guys if you want. You literally just gotta go up to them and be like, hey, do you wanna fuck? And they'll be like, hell yeah. To be honest, there's just not that many guys with that high of standards. So you need to recognize that you dude motherfuckers are the easy ones, but not us. Let's say you're a girl and you're like 28 and you've been with like 40, 50 dudes. That's like, oh my God, you're such a whore. You've had so many. Like, first of all, can we do some basic fucking math? Let's say I've been with that many dudes, okay? Let's say it's 50. I'm not saying that's the number. Let's just say that's a lot to a lot of people, right? Well, if I was 18 and I'm 20, that's 10 years. 12 months a year, my friend. That's 120 months, which means I've only been fucking an average of 0.4 dudes per month for my, you know, adult sexual lifetime. So let's just say it's one new person a month, which if you're sexually active and you're not in a relationship, right, like, that's not slutty. That's really not a lot of new partners at all. Especially for a woman, especially if you're an attractive woman and dudes are trying to fuck you all the time. You've got like infinite opportunities. So even if you're like the sluttiest and you've been with like dozens of dudes, you still cannot on any planet be called easy because you're still turning down at least like 9 out of 10 dudes. And it's probably more like 99 out of 100 dudes. And in fact, I personally think that the cuter girl you are, right, the better pool of opportunities you probably have and the more temptations you probably have, because if you're hot, more likely hotter guys are hitting on you, and we like too, and hot people too, like we want to fuck too, and it's like, oh my God, all these hot guys want to fuck me, like am I just gonna say no so I'm not a or are we gonna have some fun? Probably let's have some fun. Just have a little perspective next time you try to use that argument, because even the most promiscuous girls, as I've just proven, just not that easy. They're not that easy. The next myth a lot of people assume is that women who have a lot more sex, a lot more promiscuous, are dumb, because obviously they're not smart enough to realize the societal implications of what people will think of you if you're and how good guys won't want you as much because you have a giant gaping hole or like whatever the fuck, right? You just assume they're dumb because they don't think like you. No. In fact, there have been studies. I don't even want to cite studies. I'm not even going to link it because then someone else is going to be like, oh, there's other studies that show this and blah, blah, blah. But just use some fucking common sense, okay? Obviously, every girl feels that pressure. Like, we all know that if people know that we've been fucking, that we're not gonna have the best reputation. Like, hello, they start gearing us up for this shit in like 4th grade, okay? Like, we know, we feel it. So it's way more likely that it's the more intelligent women who are gonna decide, well, fuck that perception, I'm just gonna do my own thing, because usually it takes a little bit more intelligence to go against the grain. You know, people are gonna think certain ways of you, and you have to be able to, in your mind, have the thick enough skin to say, oh, well, I don't really care what they think, what entitles them to think that about me and judge me for my life. And it's usually less intelligent people who are like, oh, I don't want to rock the boat, I don't want to like be seen this way. It's hard to be contrary. There's especially with peer pressure, like most people just don't internalize that well, right? So, you know, a lot of girls, even if they are kind of more promiscuous, they'll try to hide it, right? The ones that you know are being promiscuous that aren't hiding it, like chances are they're actually more intelligent because they're more willing to value their own thoughts and opinions higher than the mobs. I'm not saying that there's not like dumb hoes. Some people just think with their What can I say? Myth 4, this is one of my favorite ones. If you're that means you didn't have a dad to teach you about self-respect and why you should keep your legs closed and blah blah blah. So I just want to like, this is just so, it's like so beyond dumb. Like, first of all, the obvious. Plenty of promiscuous girls got great dads. It is not an exclusive or weird thing. I just want to just ask this question. How is it that women need a male figure to teach them about self-respect, but people don't say, oh, men need a female figure to not teach them how to be assholes? You never meet like a douchey guy and think, oh, well, he probably didn't have a mom, and that's why he sucks. Like, no. By saying women have daddy issues, you are inherently saying that the entire gender needs to be helped and is more impressionable and less able to cope with life, and they need men to like set a good example for them so they don't fuck up their lives. And it's just so mind-blowingly antiquated and stupid, and I don't accept it. All you motherfuckers are insults and men going their own way and women should stay at home or whatever. You know, you have mommy issues, okay? Get out of here with your mommy issues, okay? Call your mom. All right, bye. And the final myth that is just, it's my favorite. It's beyond, without a doubt. I can't even have a word for it. But it's, oh, if you have a lot of sex, then all of the from all of the guys you ever had sex with is mixing up in like your ovaries, and somehow whenever you have a baby, they're gonna have like the DNA of like however many dudes you slept with, and like this is why you should keep your legs closed so that you don't have this mixture of men DNA. What the fuck? Y'all do realize y'all sperm mostly dies. Like that shit is dead. DNA in a human only happens when the sperm meets the egg and they kiss, and there's an X chromosome and a Y or a double X or whatever. That's the only way. It can only be two people because it's like a race, right? Like almost, there's never a tie. Like one of them is always gonna get there first. What, you think there's a bunch of like dead sperm just setting up shop and put in vaginas and like, you know, I just can't. Anyway, I know I'm making a lot of light of this. I know I'm making a lot of fun. I know a lot of it is a little aggressive sometimes. Trust me, I still love you guys. I realize most of you probably don't think like this. I hope perhaps I might have swayed a few perceptions with this video. Have some, you know, empathy towards your fellow man and woman, and you know, respect women. Anyway, thanks for listening to my motherfucking face. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Love ya, see ya, bye.